shitty Suicide Squad was.
Well, Harley Quinn's like the go-to hot
It was a
chick
fucking
costume.
horrible movie.
It is, yeah. I'm down to
Such a
bitch about Suicide
Bad
Squad.
movie, and everyone that I've talked to has been like, that was a good movie. I'm like, well, that just proves it. No one fucking actually cares about movies anymore, like how they're actually made. They just care about fucking explosions
yeah.
and fucking CGI and tits, and that's it.
Wait, do you get to see your tits?
No,
No.
just people just care about dumb fucking shit.
See, I think the
Movies.
I mean,
Movies
it's
aren't movies anymore. Movies are dumb.
Well,
Garrett.
no, there's good ones. Like fucking Civil War is good. Like the Marvel one's too good.
Yeah, it's
I mean, better. I mean, I don't know. Marvel's doing better, I think. But I think like DC's biggest flaw is that they just skip to like
They're fucking
the
DC.
explosions. Because I think that was Suicide Squad's biggest problem. It didn't have a second act. It just had like a first act and then like a really long.
And it was so
third
dark
act.
that they took the original film and sent it back. Marvel sent it back, or DC sent it back. It was like, this is too dark. We can't actually show this. There's scenes
Well,
of like...
it was because fucking
the
Batman
Joker.
vs Superman bombed at the office. That's
Yeah.
why Warner Brothers made them go back and
there was
reshoot
also
it.
like an hour and a half worth of footage from the Joker, and that guy who played the Joker, when the movie came out, he was like,
What?
where's all my fucking scenes? And they were just like, because there were scenes of him like punching Harley Quinn. Because in the
Damn.
comic, like,
Yeah, it's an
They're
abuse.
they're
motherfucker.
not fucking like, oh, I love you so much, you're my baby.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fucked
and
up.
that's what they showed him in the fucking movie. It was like, oh, they're in love, but like in reality, like he fucking beat the shit out of her, like in the
he was a
comics.
super
Yeah.
abusive
So
asshole.
like, they took it back and they were like, okay, none of this movie we can use. So they sent it to a group of people who edit for trailers.
Yeah, they paid them a fuck ton of money too.
And
Whatever.
so
I
they
forget
made
name of
the
company,
movie
but-
by people who make trailers. So that's why me and Zach at one point were watching the movie and they're walking in the streets and all of a sudden it skips them in a building with another lady. And Zach was just like,
What the fuck?
what the fuck? And
Yeah,
I'm-
because like all of a sudden, like the lady
what
that
the-
put Suicide Squad together is at
in
the
the
top of
fucking
the
building. And
It's
we're like,
why?
how did she
Why?
get to the top of the fucking building? Weren't they just fighting
It makes no sense.
weird guys in the bottom of
Yeah.
And so it makes no fucking sense. And everyone in that one character that I walked out for a cigarette because I was like, I can't do this. And I walked out, I come back in, and Zach's like, we said something, and halfway there I was like, where's that? Zach's like, oh, they blew his head off. And I was like, the person they have in the like previews of being like Climber Dude or whatever his name was, and like he dies within the first 2 minutes of him being in it.
What?
Well, like
He's on the poster, and he
Yeah.
has nothing to do with the movie.
Well, it's in the comic books, like they did in the movie, all the Suicide Squad has like this chip in the back of their neck, and if they do anything that the like agency, I forget the name of the agency right now, Argus.
Right,
If it
Argus.
does anything that Argus doesn't agree with,
They kill them?
they set it off and it blows their
Oh, is
fucking
that
head
why it's
off.
called the
Pretty
Suicide
much,
Squad?
it's
Yeah,
just
that's why
like-
it's called the Suicide Squad, and that's always how it's been in the comics. And like this guy, well, it was another guy like walks up to him and is like, "Yo,
Boomerang.
Boomerang's like, yeah, Captain Boomerang's like, yo, these things are fake. Like, I'm gonna distract the guards. You fucking make a run for it," because he's like the one that can scale shit. And so Boomerang like chucks a boomerang to distract the guards, and like the guy like hops up like zip lines and fucking zips up the alley, and then they're just like, all right, do 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 do, bam, and his fucking head pops off,
Damn.
And that's it.
and then they're like, oh shit, I guess the implants
That
are real.
guy's- yeah,
and
I
that's
guess
like his
that's
sole
it.
purpose in the movie is to be.
They
like,
don't even
the one
introduce
that's,
him
like-
when they're introducing all the characters. He just shows up and everyone else is there, and like Harley Quinn's getting dressed, and this dude shows up, and everyone's like, ooh. And that's it. That movie sucked so much dick. Alright, you know
Yeah,
what
man,
also
but-
pissed me off?
Yo, are you gonna talk about the villains?
Yeah.
Because villains make no sense.
Alright,
They
the
have
witch
no
lady
motive. Yeah.
who
Like,
like
what's
was
their
doing the
deal?
weird like Ricky Martin fucking dance while she's like, I'm possessed. But like, if you watch her, like, it looks like it's so comically stupid. Fucking stupid.
Plus, there's like no motive. You have no idea who that lady is, what she's trying to get. Like, what's their end game?
Why are they trying to get to that? Why did she resurrect her brother?
And where did all those bad guys come
And
from?
where
that they
did
were
all
in?
the bad guys come
What
from?
are the bad guys? Like,
Right,
nobody
they
even
just turned to
knows.
dust, but they
Yeah.
look like Killer Croc.
Yeah, and I don't fucking know.
That's why
Makes
in
no
one of the
sense.
previews I was like, oh, Killer Croc gets iced because the katana lady like chops his head in half and it looks like Killer Croc's head. He has a hood on and everything. And I'm like, oh man, spoiler alert. And then in the movie you're just like, who are they killing? Who are they fighting? And it's like, because they couldn't show blood, they needed to come up with a character that was like, hit him and they just like putty men in fucking Power Rangers.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually what they look like a lot. Yeah,
Boom,
dude, they did
done.
look like putty men. High five. Dude, they did act a lot like putty men.
Right?
That's a good pull. It's a good pull.
That's a good pull right there. And I'm just saying, this movie sucked dick.
But I think that's why they made him reshoot it, because David Ayer was the writer-director of this. And David Ayer did Training Day, Fury. I don't know if you guys...
Fury was awesome.
Fury was good.
I heard
But
that was really good. I think
Training
you
Day
should-
is good too, but it's fucking dark.
Dude,
They're
Training
both
Day was
pretty
fucking
Yeah,
dark.
they're both really dark.
Like,
Yeah.
Fury ends with them just like, we're gonna hold this one road with one tank, and
Dude,
like,
Denzel's
nobody's
last
gonna get out of
stand
this
fucking-
alive. And
No.
like, Training Day is just like an evil fucking
See, I
view.
never finished Fury. I only got halfway through.
You didn't finish it?
No, I got halfway through.
Oh, dude. So like,
They all die.
yeah. But like, they like,
But in a badass
they're
way.
trying to like get back to the squad or somehow they get separated, and it's just their one tank, and like they have to stop like this German army from wherever they're going. I don't know. And they bust the track on their tank, and as like the German army gets to them, and they're just like, well, we're just gonna fucking hold it here, and it's
What?
like the tank can't move. Like they just fucking obliterate this army somehow in a tank that doesn't move with like all these booby traps and like sneaking out. Makes no sense, but it's evil. Training Day's evil. So like I don't. That's probably why DC hired him. Was like, oh, this guy makes fucking depressing fucking films. Like we're going for it. And then like they saw how Batman vs Superman bombed, and they're like, well, we got to reshoot it and put a joke in there somewhere.
Well, I
And
think
Will
that's
Smith
DC's
to go
biggest
ha-ha
problem.
and
is that
steal the
there's-
fucking show
Yeah.
all the time. Will Smith pissed me off in that movie. Because, like, when they're all possessed at the end and everyone's just like, oh, I'm in love, and Will Smith is the only one who's just like, motherfucker, like, that's not my dog. And he, like, saves the day, but he's just like,
Woo! Will Smith.
Will Smith, the fucking...
Big wheelie style.
Oh, and halfway there, whoa, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And it's just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Movie's a shit show.
that movie's a shit show, and I had so many people be like, did you see Suicide Squad? I think you would like it. It's like, I went drunk and high as fuck, and I still didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like rip roaring, ready to go to see like a shitty movie and be like, this is gonna be actually
Like
okay.
we're gonna laugh at it.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be
At one point, I was like, how long is this movie? And he's like, 2 hours long.
2.5.
It was 2.5
Jesus.
hours
I think
long, and
it's
I was like,
2.5.
no way is it 2.5 hours long. And 2.5 hours later, I was like,
With no second act. See, like, so I think the movie would be
let's
a
go
lot
to the
better.
nooch.
Because, like, they introduce the characters and, like, this little screenshot thing. Like, this is what this guy does. This is what this guy does. And then it's just like, and now they're going to go kill the bad guys. That make no sense.
That made no sense, but they're.
But if there was
working.
just, like, a little
second
second
act
act
and
where,
introduce
like, you
the
see
villains.
them, like, building on the relationship, actually becoming a team, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like
It's
training
cool.
together. And,
Like, oh, if he
they
dies, we
race
all die,
together.
so we gotta, like, help him. But then the Joker sucks ass.
Yeah, I don't even know why he's in there.
Like-
Like that storyline could be cut out completely.
So
and
cut
saved
up
for a
because
later
he
date.
doesn't need
Because
to be in
he's
it.
a big character.
No, he
Yeah.
wasn't, though. He
Well,
literally
no,
shows
I
up
mean,
and
he
he's
sells movie tickets.
Exactly.
Like, that's the point.
after
Yeah.
Heath Ledger, the Joker is anything anybody ever fucking talked about as far as DC goes. Even Batman was swept under the wind with the fucking Joker.
Yeah. Which, I mean, makes sense. That's the best
Yeah, but it's
fucking
the-
part of that whole
Yeah.
Nolan thing. It's
But
the
then,
Dark
like,
Knight.
they get this fucking character that's in that, like, doesn't play the role how it should be. He's a pimp. He's literally a pimp.
A gangster. Yeah.
A gangster pimp
Like the
who
Joker.
owns a strip club and bullies people around. And the
Huh?
Joker was somebody who's sadistic and, like,
The Joker
owned things, but,
was
like,
like-
was, like, he had respect. It wasn't like this, like, modern day, I have respect because I wear bling and my teeth are fucking silver and I've got tattoos. And he was just weird. And, like, it wasn't funny. His laugh is horrible.
See-
And honestly, this motherfucker should really reconsider I'm sorry, dude. Whoever you are, the guy from 30 Seconds to Mars, but do never,
Leo.
ever act again. Because you're horrible at what you did to the Joker. You've killed the Joker for so many people. So, fuck off.
Damn.
Well,
Harumph.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I mean, I've never really liked him. He seems just like a fucking...
They ruined that character completely. Because it's not
I
supposed to
think-
be the Joker.
I think that's part of the thing that they got cut out of this movie because David Ayer tried to make this movie the way he wanted to, and then they told him to reshoot it because Batman vs Superman bombed. And I think a lot
True.
more of who he really is was supposed to come out in this movie, and it got fucking cut out. Because I think everybody knows because fucking the DCU can't keep their fucking tongue bit that this guy's supposed to be Jason Todd. That's
Right.
why his silver teeth are all broken in by a
Because he
baseball
got his
bat.
fucking baseball
That's
bat.
why they have like the gunshot wounds and everything. He's supposed to be Jason Todd.
But they make it to be the Joker, which shouldn't be like.
But I think
If
a lot
you're
of
Ben
that got cut
Affleck
out of
and
this
you
movie,
decide
it's
to get
supposed
your
make
name
sense
cut
for
out
them
of the
to-
credits too, you shouldn't
Yeah.
have a movie like.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And then
You
at
know
the
it's
end, they
bad.
pull fucking Ben Affleck in, like, here's a list of people to go find. I didn't watch this part, you did, because
Oh, yeah,
as soon as
'cause
the
you
credits,
bailed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as soon as the credits hit, I was
roll,
like, this
you
movie
bailed.
sucked, and I got up and left. Zach's like, wait, there's stuff at... No, he's gone.
Because they have to rip off Marvel and do the
The
post-credit scene.
DC's doing the post-credit
So
shit
I
now.
stayed for the post-credit scene. And what it is the lady that runs Argus sits down with Batman or Bruce Wayne. And it's kind of like a fucking double entendre thing where she knows that he's Batman. Which I don't understand how everybody knows fucking Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Yeah, now everyone knows fucking Bruce Wayne's Batman.
Yeah, that's like never supposed to happen in the comic book
Is he
world.
fucking Tony Stark here? What?
Right.
I mean, yeah, right. Like,
Kind of in the Dark Knight, though, the best way they did that was, like, when Bane finally was just like, wow, Bruce, like, and he did, like, I watched all the Bane versus Batman, like, in the Dark Knight Rises. That trilogy is awesome because,
It is.
like,
That was the only
you
good
don't
thing
know
DC's
that
done,
Batman's
man.
Batman, and then finally, like, you find this badass character who's just like, I know who you are, and I'm gonna break you. And he breaks him, and then breaks him again, and he's
Yeah.
just like, yes, Bruce, you watch all this shit. But the best part about Bane was he never went out and was like, oh, Bruce Wayne's Batman.
No,
He was just like,
he
I'm gonna make you suffer
held it
and
against
watch your
him.
whole entire place just go to craziness. Like, I love those Batman movies. I wish
that
those
trilogy
Batman
was
movies.
fantastic.
That's why I was
best thing DC's
confused.
done as far as film goes.
yeah.
That's why I was confused that they put Bet out because when they came out with this whole new Batman, like they rebooted Batman, I was like, well, didn't they just like finish off the Batman story? Like, didn't they just completely
See,
like
well, I
do
think that's
it?
what they're trying to do is keep it going because, like, with Batman vs Superman, he's supposed to be like an older Batman, like in The Dark Knight Returns, which is pretty much what Batman vs Superman's based on,
Yeah.
which is that comic book
So him
by
coming
Frank
back.
Miller. Is him coming back, and I feel like
But
in
they
the,
just didn't put Batman in it. I mean, Superman in it.
Is this a split
no,
in
they
a
put
bowl?
Superman in it. That's the whole thing. In Batman Returns, like he fights Superman. In the end of it, that's like the big climax. Like they did with Batman vs Superman, they just threw Lex Luthor in, which makes no fucking sense.
By the way, was a horrible Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Also,
Wasn't
see,
it,
people make fun of Marvel's villains.
fucking-
Like,
Yeah.
These DC villains are
These DC
make no
villains
sense.
suck.
Make
Dick.
no fucking sense.
Wasn't Lex
There's the-
Luthor fucking
The guy who played fucking
Adventures-
Catch Me or Now You See Me or whatever.
Yeah. No.
The
those
Zombieland
magic
kid?
bullshits. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Jesse
fucking
Eisenberg.
yeah.
The most. I woke up out of a stoned sleep and to that movie, and it's that guy being Lex Luthor, like trying to reboot Zorg or whatever, Zog, and he's just over dramatic and horrible at what he does with that scene. And I just woke up. I was like, "Is this really a fucking like
See, like
Marvel,
the thing,
like DC
like
movie?"
Lex Luthor is supposed to be like this cold, calculating guy, and I think because Heath Ledger did so well as the Joker, they're like, we'll make him nuts.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that's not who Lex Luthor is as a villain. He's like, I'm gonna fucking take your mom, I'm gonna fucking bury her away, and there's fucking nothing you can do about it, Superman. Instead, he's like, I got your mom,
Right?
I'm trying to find your mom, I don't know where I put her.
That's not Lex.
Maybe you guys should fight each other over it. I don't know.
Here's a gun that shoots kryptonite.
Yeah, that's my gun. This is
Fucking
stupid.
hell.
I don't know. Yeah, fuck DC.
Fuck DC right now. I used to
Haram.
really try and support DC though. I remember this whole Marvel and DC movie thing came out. I was like, I love DC. DC always was my favorite. Like, as much as I love Iron Man. Like,
Dark Horse is my favorite.
Jesus Christ, the DC universe was so cool because it was like, kind of, like legit. Like, okay, maybe an alien comes from Earth that has lost supremacy. Then you have this rich guy who's just a rich guy who has a lot of like cool tools, and like they could have brought Wonder Woman in a little bit better. And Aquaman does
No,
not
I think
need
that
to
was
be
the only
chugging.
thing they've done well so far is Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
The only thing the DC universe has
Nah.
done well is Wonder Woman so far.
Also, why is fucking Aquaman chugging whiskey before he goes swimming?
Oh, in the fucking Nuts trailer.
What is with that?
That's an abomination.
That is so.
Just-
It makes.
He's like so
He
powerful.
looks like
by
a
himself.
fucking dirtbag bum who's like. Imagine if you found a homeless guy sitting on the beach like, I'm Aquaman, and drinks a bottle and just stumbles into the ocean. You're like, that guy's
Smashes it on a
fucking
rock.
dead. Like, and that's what pretty much Aquaman is in this movie. Like, and just go like head dive in first onto a rock and
I
then,
can
like,
talk to fish. You ever seen a fish talk?
You see this guy just face first floating. Pull
Dead
him out. He's
man
like,
floating.
I just talked to whales. Good for you, mate. Good for you. And Batman's just like, I gotta save this drunk dude. And he was apparently just hanging out with fucking Norwegians, catching them fish for a while, hanging out in a pub.
He's betraying the fish.
He's betraying the fish,
This is the
right?
whole point of
I hear
Aquaman.
you
He's
bring fish
protecting
in.
the oceans.
All my people that I love, I'm gonna sell you off. You sound like... Not gonna get there. But, oof, rough. We'll cut this part out.
Nah, we'll keep it. Keep it all.
I'm
Yep.
just saying, like, Aquaman does not need to be drunk. If you're swimming, you should not swim drunk.
Yeah, I mean, you can't swim after 30 minutes after eating. Or chugging a
Or
fifth.
chugging a fifth of
Jack
fucking
Daniels.
Jack Daniels. We've all been there where we've chugged
Dude, it's
Gatorade
so-
bottles to actual handles or fifths. And you know what? You know what happened after that? Motherfucker
Dude.
couldn't swim nowhere. I swam in my piss and my throw up for about 6 to 12 hours because alcohol fucks with you. Now, Aquaman, you want to go ahead and swim after drinking a fifth?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but he also has a Les Paul as he swims, and he goes... Because in
the
some
water?
of the Instagram photos I've seen...
No, he doesn't. Are you serious?
You haven't seen those Instagram photos of Aquaman just like behind the scenes with like a Les Paul in like no shirt and then like green pants just like with a fucking Les Paul like, I'm Jimmy Page, motherfucker!
You know who they should get to play Aquaman? If they're gonna do that, just get Jim James. And he'll just swim around with a guitar like, like fucking hey, Jim James.
Dude, is that like Khal Drogo that's playing Aquaman or some shit like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that guy. I don't know his name.
I have no fucking
Who do you
clue.
play?
Khal Drogo, Game of Thrones. Yo, that
First
fucking
season.
dude, they got the bang fucking Daenerys.
Khaleesi.
The dude who gets poisoned
The
by the
long
witch
hair,
like
yeah.
a bitch.
Yeah, that's the same actor as playing Aquaman. Have we shown you these photos?
No,
I've shown you these photos.
no, man.
Dr. Deej. I've shown you these
Because
photos.
it's been a while.
Well,
By the way, sorry, sponsored
Anyways,
people who.
we've talked enough about how much DC sucks assholes.
Yeah.
Big giant dicks.
So let's wrap it up.
So thank you everyone for sponsoring. Again, once when you listen, sorry for the past like few months. Has it only been a few weeks? I think that we haven't podcasted.
No, it's been over a month. It's been like 6 weeks.
We do have, if you want, you can log on to the Dr. Deej website, which I will create to hear the exclusive, and this is only for the faint of heart people. This is the Rio Olympics women's volleyball preliminary match, where Dr. and Pickles decided to
Recap
get
the game.
Rick hammered fucking wrecked on whiskey.
Super swifty.
Super swifty,
The
like
most swifty.
really kind of bad swifty. Where we got a ride from a
Aggressive.
taxi that night, and it was
Racist.
very very saucy, racist. Very.
We didn't take it that way.
If you guys want to
For the
listen to
record.
this, and
It
it's
was
really
the
not
taxi
that
driver.
bad. It's just mostly about like
racism.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
No, mostly anal sex.
Mostly anal sex about
Mostly anal sex.
stuff like that.
And a little racism.
A little bit of racism. But
Couple of
if you
salty
want
titties.
to catch that, I will post on the next.
I just came back from the bathroom. Are we talking about Carrie's sex life?
We're trying to wrap it up still. We're still trying to wrap up the DC
So,
thing.
I will come up with a
Are you
website.
wrapping up the whole podcast?
www.
Just the DC thing.
www.picklepirate.com/#
Krieg's blog.
Krieg's blog. If you actually type that in,
It's a real webpage.
I will come up with that webpage in the next 10 minutes.
We won't post this for 3 months, but
Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit of time, but
It's
thank you
currently
for listening
2012
to-
right now, so.
and in the meantime, I'm Pickle Pirate.
I'm Dr. Deej.
Al Pal.
You motherfuckers have a good night.